Lots of Catholics in the world. Over in Europe, they say less than 10% of them attend Mass every week. Here in America, we're doing a little bit better. We're 25 to 30%, but I just want to invite you, if you haven't been to Mass in a while, to think about maybe the possibility of going back. What am I missing by not being there on a weekly basis? And what you are missing is the intersection of heaven and earth. You see, there's a lot of things happening at Mass that you don't even see. We walk by faith and not by sight, the letter to the Hebrews says. And that's true nowhere else more so than at Mass. Jesus said when they first encountered him in the Gospel of John, and he said that you will see greater things than this. You will see the heavens opened and angels ascending and descending on the Son of Man. And that gave rise to the tradition of Jacob's ladder. Jacob in the Old Testament had a vision of a ladder going up into heaven, and angels were coming up and going down. And Jesus says that that's going to happen, and I am the ladder that connects heaven and earth. Jesus calls himself Jacob's ladder. And that ladder drops down from heaven and hits ground right here on the altar at every single Mass. We turn bread and wine into his body and blood through the gift he gave us of the Mass at the Last Supper. And literally, Jesus is then on the altar. And if he's here on the altar and he's also up in heaven, then there's a ladder that connects both places. And all of a sudden, down that ladder come the angels and the saints, like firemen whisking down the pole, right down from heaven here, and they gather around us. And included in that are your deceased loved ones who are now in heaven. And as you sit in the pew, not seeing any of this at all, be aware that spiritually you are crowded in. It is the biggest party in the universe, by angels, by saints, by your deceased loved ones, by all the people that you cared about and you've entrusted into God's mercy. That's reason number one. You might want to think about coming back to Mass this Sunday.